Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Aiden Cossack, and today I am so excited to talk to you guys about Shazam.
Gentlemen! You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window,
Have a good
but
night.
you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
So Shazam is the DCEU's latest film, and it's all about Billy Batson, who is a foster kid who has a run-in with an old wizard who grants him the powers of Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury, thus dubbing him the name
Shazam!
which also happens to turn him into a full-grown adult version of himself, played by Zachary Levi.
This means Billy!
What is happening?
And guys, if you couldn't tell already by the smile in my face and the tone of my voice, I love this movie. I grew up a big comic book fan, and, Shazam was never really, Captain Marvel was never really one of those top-tier kind of players for me. I knew about him due to the Kingdom Come comic book, if any of you guys are familiar with that. But that's a very, very different version of Shazam versus the one that we got in this movie. And the one that we got in this movie is so much fun. You can just tell how much fun that they all had on the set. Zachary Levi is great in this movie. And one thing that I really want to clear up, because I have this feeling that Zachary Levi is going to get all the praise, but Asher Angel is great as Billy Batson in this movie. And this is personally something that I was really worried about going into the movie. In the comics, one of the things that always kind of rubbed me the wrong way about Shazam is that Billy Batson's kind of a douche. Depending on who you're reading, you can either get the really fun, silly kind of version of Billy, and you can get the really a punk kid, just straight up douchey millennial. And they do a great blend of both, because he's not really the best kid, but he has good intentions. His chemistry with Jack Dylan Grazer was great. Jack Dylan Grazer is definitely the standout of this movie.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all.
His chemistry also works really well with Zachary Levi. And speaking about Jack Dylan Grazer, the family in this movie, every single one of them was great. Every scene that the family had together, I loved in this movie. The little girl played by Faith Herman, I've never seen her in anything, but every scene that she's in, she completely steals the show. But as you can tell, my cheekbones hurt so much from just smiling from this movie. From the moment that Zachary Levi shows up, the whole rest of the movie, I just had a smile from ear to ear. There was a little boy sitting 2 rows over from me. His reactions are why we make these movies. He's sitting there thinking about what he would want to do if he was a superhero. And he wants to be just like Shazam, and that's what I love. And that's what this movie gets right. He doesn't turn into an adult and all of a sudden he's, I'm going to save everybody. They're kids. He's like, okay, I'm an adult. I'm going to go buy some beer. I want to go hang out at a strip club. But even though I love this movie, there are a couple problems that I do have with the movie. What I will say is the first 20 minutes of this movie are really messy. The way that it kind of starts off, you kind of get the backstory of Mark Strong's character. And I'm not going to be talking too much about spoilers. I will be putting up a separate video the day that the movie releases. So don't worry about that. But you get the younger version of Mark Strong's character, who in this movie felt completely wasted. It was almost like we're having this great fun movie, big with capes, and you get Mark Strong, who's still living in the Batman vs. Superman Suicide Squad kind of days of the DCEU. I found his character really annoying, and he lacked motivation. I know what his motivation was, which I kind of don't want to talk about because it's, a minor spoiler. It didn't make any sense. Someone else who I thought was really wasted was Djimon Hounsou, I believe is how you say his name.
Who?
I thought that he was really wasted in this movie. I was excited whenever he got cast as the wizard Shazam who grants Billy his powers, but he didn't have much to do in the movie. Another thing is the CGI in this movie is pretty bad. I think that they could have gone the practical route and it would have made it a lot better. I wouldn't have been taken out of the movie every single time that it pops up. This movie also kind of happens to fall under those kids kind of cliches where at the school, there's these two bullies who are bullies just for the sake of being bullies. They have no motivation behind them at all. It's not the 1990s. We don't have bullies who walk around giving people wedgies and calling people nerd for no reason. Overall, guys, this movie is so much fun. I can't wait to go see this movie again. Overall, from a technical standpoint, this movie, it's not the best movie. It's still a good movie. I would give it an 8 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 out of 10 off of that. But personally, the only other superhero movies that have made me smile this much are Civil War and Infinity War. I love this movie. I really do. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. My favorite movie of the year so far. Please go see this movie and support it in the theaters with a big crowd because you're going to want to. Alright guys, so that is it for today, my Shazam review. If you guys want to check out some of the other reviews, I will definitely have those linked below. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment below. Are you excited for the movie? Have you seen the movie? What did you think about it? Are you looking forward to it? Yada, yada, yada. Please be sure to hit the notification bell so that way you guys can stay up to date on every review that I'll be posting in the future. We've got Dumbo and Aftermath coming out next week, and we definitely have the Hellboy one coming up soon. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later.